guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host sellssi, and I've got some updates on the Ghanaian players who are looking to switch nationalities, and advice coming in from GERALD, ASAMOAH, a guy who chose not to represent Ghana but rather represented Germany. He has now some nuggets of wisdom for the three men that are currently looking to switch. Tariq Lamptey, it's been reported, has completed his nationality switch. He'll be called in September according to the rumor mill. We'll see the validity of this news today. We're also going to talk about Danlad IBRAHIM, who has been called into the Ghana national team. Unfortunately, it looks like Danlad cannot make it to the Kirin Cup in Japan to play in that four-nation tournament called the Kirin Cup. We'll see the reasons why Danlad looks set to turn down the call-up to the national team. And other stuff here for you today. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. So the rumor making the rounds is that Tariq Lamptey has completed his nationality switch. After we broke that news about him being in town and possibly coming to complete the nationality switch, Tariq granted an interview in which he talked about the fact that he was here to do charity work. Well, he was here to do charity work and a breather after the long season. He did all that, played some football with some local players and local boys in the area, made some donations, but it is being reported that switch for nationality into Ghana was part of his itinerary in terms of what he came to do. We'll see about that in September, but right now that's a rumor going around. The validity of it will be reconfirmed when he is included in the Ghana national team squad. No one in the FA, no one in the national team is going to confirm this now. The rumor mills are churning this out and it looks like it could be true. Now, to the three players, Nketiah, HUDSON, Odoi and Tariq Lamptey, GERALD, ASAMOAH, who himself did not choose to play for Ghana, has some advice for them. He is of the opinion that playing for Ghana right now could be the best for their careers. Now, the Schalke team manager currently, GERALD, ASAMOAH, advises the three, HUDSON, Odoi, Tariq Lamptey, and also Eddie Nketiah. He says, I was faced with the same situation back then, but it worked out for me with the chairman national team, having played at 2 World Cups. I would advise them to play for Ghana because things have changed now, and also because it will be difficult for them to get into the England squad for the World Cup. It's every player's dream to play at the World Cup, so they should opt to play for the motherland, essentially saying play for Ghana because Ghana is going to the World Cup. I wonder what he would have said if the Ghana Black Stars had not qualified for the World Cup. Is the World Cup the only reason they are coming in? To push their careers to play in a tournament which they would not be able to play with their current international affiliation? Is Ghana a conduit for them to play in the World Cup? Well, whichever way you put it, they will add something extra to the team. And after yesterday's performance versus Central African Republic, it gave us all a wake-up call that we needed. And also the under-20s performance, which just goes to show that we have neglected youth football to the detriment of having to chase players based outside the country. And remember those times of Michael Essien, Suleiman Tari, ASAMOAH, they were all brought up from youth football. They were not foreign-based players. Sly Tete, one of the main men who used to nurture talents, J.E. Sapon, Coach J.E. Sapon, along with some others who used to find these talents and nurture them at the youth level. Under 17, Stephen Appiah was there, Fernando Gago and co. All of them were pushed into the Ghana national team eventually and did well for us. After the expiration of that generation in terms of Essien, Suleiman Tari and ASAMOAH, we've seen a sharp decline in youth football. Now youth football has come to become a place where players who do not have connections or pay money cannot get into. Youth football is now being used to market players. Though they are not deserving, they will still get in there because one, they have links, connections, and they have money to pay to get in there. So the system is rotting from the core, and this is what we are left to do: chase players who are outside the country and lure them to play. Having to chase one player in Mohamed Salisu, for example, who has vehemently in the past not been so welcoming to the fact of playing for Ghana. It is because our youth development has been left to die. It is a fact because recently 6 matches now the under 20 have played in, and they have not won a single one. They recently lost in the penalty shootout in the cup tournament they are playing in France, and it's also something that we need to check on quite closely. Our youth football is the reason why we are heading in this direction, and when I talk about the player ratings, you understand clearly that we need a lot of work to do. The Central African Republic, we could not overcome them, and we were using players who probably should not be playing for the Ghana national team now. They should be playing the youth football, the youth ranks. But that is the situation we find ourselves in. Hopefully, we learn and solve it sooner rather than later. It is hurting our beautiful game. My next story has to do with Danlad IBRAHIM. He looks set to reject that call up into the Ghana national team for the Kirin Cup that will be taking place in Japan. Now, you know that Jojo Walcott did not play versus Central African Republic, not because Odoi wanted to rotate the team per se. At least in that department, Jojo is not 100% fit. He fell sick in the national team and was unable to play on the day. Tiziki stepped in, and we all know what happened on that front. But Danlad IBRAHIM was called up after the exclusion of Richard Ofori. He had also suffered an injury and went back to his club side in South Africa, Orlando Pirates. Danlad looks set to reject the call-up. Asante Kotoko have decided not to let goalkeeper Danlad IBRAHIM join the Black Stars for the Four Nation tournament in Japan. The Ghana Black Stars are expected to play in the tournament as part of preparations for the World Cup later this year in Qatar. Danlad was called as a replacement for Richard Ofori, who suffered a knock in the Black Stars camp in Accra. But Asante Kotoko has decided to keep the goalkeeper, as the club currently has only 2 goalkeepers. Asante Kotoko currently have Kwame Ba and Danlad IBRAHIM as their goalkeeper. Letting Danlad IBRAHIM go means only Kwame Ba will be available for the last 2 Ghana Premier League matches. Danlad was supposed to join the Black Stars early this week, but has cancelled his traveling plans after Kotoko made a decision to keep him for their remaining 2 games. So that is it there. Danlad IBRAHIM, unfortunately for him, he cannot make that trip. His club are short on players for their final 2 Ghana Premier League games. He will probably turn it down, and only 2 goalkeepers, if Walcott does not recover in time, will be available for the Four Nation tournament, which kicks off this weekend on the 10th of January in Japan. We'll play Japan in the Kirin Cup, which the Ghana Black Stars players have already set off for. They will set off straight from Angola into the Kirin Cup. The first game is on the Friday the 10th of June at 6:15 a.m. Ghana, Tunisia versus Chile, before Ghana take on Japan at 9:55 a.m. all times in GMT. After that, the final will be played, I think, on the 14th. The winners of the 2 games will play in that Kirin Cup final. I think the losers will also play each other. So we'll see how the Kirin Cup will go in the end there. A warm-up for the national teams for the upcoming World Cup to test their mettle against teams in federations, which they'll be facing in the group stages. So that is it there on the Kirin Cup. The players will leave straight from Angola into the next place, which is Japan, for that Four Nation tournament. Jonathan Mensah has recovered. He is doing fine. The FA have posted an update on him. Just an unfortunate knock he suffered there, and we wish him the speedy recovery. Jojo Walcott is also recovering nicely. He fell sick before the game versus Central African Republic, hence he could not make the team. It looks likely that some 4 players or 3 players this week might retire from the Ghana national team. Emmanuel Jesse, Jeffrey Schlupp, and one other which is undisclosed. And it's quite worrying that the national team call-up has not been forthcoming for them, even though they've been performing well. It looks like these 3 players might be out of the Ghana national team even before their careers kicked off. Jeffrey Schlupp, Emmanuel Jesse, someone who should be getting a shout into the national team. That is it there on that front. I hope you guys have a great week. Talking to you about Danlad IBRAHIM possibly turning down a call up to the national team. Also talking to you about the 3 players' advice from GERALD ASAMOAH given to them to choose Ghana, and Tariq Lamptey, according to reports, completing his nationality switch. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of the week.